I'm Brandon with Cheryl Tree, and welcome to our first installment of Arborist Interviews. Let's get to it. So what, given this type of industry, it's definitely a physical job as well as a mental job. I think mental fatigue is something that can definitely lead to accidents. And so we find that working more efficiently can maybe help save that energy so you don't fatigue physically and mentally, which could hopefully minimize, accidents occurring. Is there something that you have found that, whether it be just checking yourself throughout the day, but is there something that you have found that can kind of help bring you back and make sure that you're at a spot you need to be in as far as where you are physically and mentally during the day, so that you're not maybe taking that one last cut? We always hear about that last cut of the day that people get injured on. So do you rely upon yourself to do that? Do you rely on some of the crews you work with to kind of keep you in check?
Well, that's something I really like to spread that with the team and for everybody on the team. Actually, I can't take credit for it. A team that I used to lead, I actually had a member of the team. She was so ardent on keeping track of everybody. Are you hydrated? How you feeling? And I just adopted that. And
Okay.
after that, when I'm on crews now with these other teams, my wife and I just had another little one. My first day back in the field, I just told the guys, hey, I've been out of the field for a week, not a lot of sleep, our schedule's a little off. Just keep an eye. And anytime with teams, I just feel like it's important, hey, just make sure everybody knows where everybody is. And if we're talking about, hey man, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, I'm not feeling great, cool, we're gonna keep an eye on you. Or hey man, you had a drink of water lately? I got one team I work with, one guy, he hadn't been hydrating for a long time. He said, man, I always get a little dizzy at this time of day. And so like about an hour before then, I'm asking him, hey man, you had any water yet today?
Okay. Is there something that within the industry, or what kind of keeps you going, what inspires you, whether it be just trying to do better every day or make it a safer industry? What have you found that kind of drives you?
When I started, it was just the challenge and all the things there are to learn, and just it's a new challenge. There's always something different. You're always having to create something to solve a problem. And now it's really, it's moved over to, I just want to see other people who are excited about it. I want people to see that this is a great industry to come into. It's not something to fall into. This is really, like, you can take this anywhere.
Sure.
And I want to help people see that, and then just see them understand the safety, embrace it, and then also on top of that, just add to their skill set. And you see people just get super excited when they see a new way to do something they didn't know before. And so just really just making the road, just taking some of the friction out of the process of people growing in the industry has been probably the thing that really gets me fired up.
Is there anything that you can suggest to people just getting into the industry, or even people that have been in the industry for a while, to better themselves, whether it be any type of classes or a certain technique or even a certain piece of gear? Is there anything that you kind of pops out in your mind that would be beneficial for someone to look into?
Yeah, I think.
And there could be multiple things. It's kind of a hard question, but
I think really the big thing is, I think the one thing that kind of helps in all those areas is just getting connected to the people doing things the right way. There's the saying that you want to be around the people doing the things you want to do.
Right.
And so really, just doing just that. Going to competitions, learning, seeing what's going on there. You don't have to compete. You don't even have to volunteer. Volunteering is great. I learn a lot every time I volunteer. And then, if there's classes going on, it drives me nuts when I see guys who, they've been in the game for a while. Oh, I never learned anything new from the classes. That's an attitude. If you really go to learn, you're going to get something out of it. But you have to choose that. And so I think, just pursuing education, pursuing conversation, pursuing connection with other arborists that are doing things the right way and doing what you want to be doing. That's always the best way forward.
So you've worked for small companies, very large companies. Now you contract climb. Do you see any relation between those, and are there things that might be missing from some of those, say from the others? So it's, with a big, large national company, there's certain ways that they operate that maybe the smaller companies could pick up on and benefit from. At contract climbing, is there anything you're missing, or do you feel like that gives you the opportunity to really explore your options and figure out the best fit for you?
Ooh, oh, that's a lot. I'll say, I think they have their own flavor. I think there are some people that I know who they thrive in the small environment, and they would just die in a big company.
Right.
Yeah, I see people that the big company and what comes with that. Because big companies, they have their systems in place, they have their processes, and they're seen as more, I guess, stable, and the benefits they offer tend to be, they're looking at a career-long
Right.
scope, and so some people that's great, that they need that so they can take that off their minds and they can focus on what's right in front of them to do.
Sure.
Other people, I'm probably more in this category. There's a thrill in the fight, when you're trying to carve a name for your company and build something of your own. There's a thrill in that. And
Sure.
so some people, and even if it's not theirs, but they feel they belong to that team, and they can connect with that as a family. They thrive there. And for me, I think it's where do you thrive? Like, what are your needs as a person? And these days there's a lot of talk about are we lifestyle, just lifestyle. And so are we working to live? We live to work. And I think find whichever area allows you to just live.
Well, we appreciate you sitting down for an interview with us. How do people get a hold of you on Instagram or social media?
So Instagram is 3_strand_TCS, 3strand TCS, and then Facebook is not yet launched.
All right.
Yeah, just a few pictures of a few dead trees. Pretty
Okay.
much.
All right. Well, yeah, it's great sitting down talking with you, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks.